What's up, Kevon?
What's up?
How I know you've kind of talked about maybe altering your game some this year, particularly on the offensive end. Like, what do you think that actually looks like in a game potentially this year?
For me, just being more aggressive, taking open shots. I probably in the years past I would turn down 5 before I took one. Being more aggressive, shooting more threes. More threes for me is actually shooting one a game, one or two. So I'm gonna start there and see how things go.
I almost think you're almost never like actually out standing at the 3-point line. Do you expect that? I mean, that's almost a strategic thing. Do you think you'll be planted out there at times?
I'm actually out there a lot. I'll be at the top of the key, and I would instead of looking at the rim, I would just go do a handoff or something like that. So just looking at the rim more, being more aggressive, and our offense probably be a little different. We got some new coaches, and they're gonna probably implement some new things. So just seeing what we add to our offense, and kind of see where I can incorporate stuff I worked on this summer.
Kevon, did that just, switching up your game, adding to your game, I should say, did that come like directly from the coaching staff? Was it a collaborative thing? Like what made you really want to pivot in that direction?
Just seeing how the game is going, what our team needs. I know for the reasons we talked about it a little bit. I know what kept me off the floor in big situations, and I want to take it to the point where my offense is the reason I can't be in the game. So I want to try my best to try to be on the floor as much as possible, and being able to shoot the ball, be able to score is a big thing in the NBA, and you can't play if you can't do that. So I'm just trying to improve and extend my career as long as possible.
Following up on that, and Steven here the other day was saying, he doesn't really know what that starting lineup is going to look like yet. You mentioned not being on the floor all the time. What conversations, if any, have you had with the coaching staff about what they want to see from you, what your role will be as you kind of head into camp in the season?
None really. And we haven't really talked about roles. We just compete in camp, and I kind of know what they expect from me. Like things I worked on this summer I want to add, but they expected for me to do the things I've always been good at, which is rebounding, defending at a high level, and being vocal and different things like that. So I'm gonna continue to do that and try to incorporate the new things that I added. But we haven't went over roles and everything yet.
Hi, Kevon. How you doing? What do you think is reasonable to expect from the young guys? I mean, there's been obviously Jonathan made a lot of progress last year, and Brandon and TJD both had good rookie years. Moses is there. How much of a step can they take, and how much do you guys need those for to kind of leap forward?
The sky is the limit for those guys. They're young, but they're talented. They're proving that they can play in this league and play winning basketball. We're going to need them for us to reach our ultimate goal and take a next step and really be really good and really compete and contend. We need those guys to play a lot of minutes and play at a high level. So they put in the work this summer. They've been looking great. We just got to put it together as a unit, and everybody has to play at their best for us to be a good team.
Hey, Kevon. Everybody kind of knows about Steph, Clay, and Draymond over the years, but you became, one of the leaders on this team as well with your tenure here. Just curious how you think you guys can fill the leadership void that's left with Clay leaving the team.
It's not going to be easy. A guy like that, he's been here for he was here for a long time. He helped build a special team in Dynasty, and his spirit was always going to be missed, but he's been a great mentor to a lot of young guys, and he kind of showed us the Warrior way and how to play and how to carry yourself. So for me, Moses, BP, got to play with him, JK, we all learned from him. So we'll be able to, it's not a one-person thing. You just got to kind of carry it. And, Steph and Draymond are already terrific leaders. So something that you can't just replace, but I think we have the people and the character in the locker room to keep it moving forward.
If I can ask a follow-up question. You said you've been playing with those guys, obviously the young guys. Anything from one or two of them you've seen that's different? Anything they've added to their games that would allow them to take that step forward you talked about earlier?
From playing, I got to see Moses play with him. Just him scoring the ball, him being more confident about getting to his spots. was really exciting to see, and his level on the defensive end. J.K. just his poise, his patience, something that I've been seeing in his development. Then watching BP and Trace during summer league and seeing how they was able to control the game, win a lot, have a huge impact on both sides of the floor is it's going to be big for us. So just watching those guys develop and grow and become more mature and more have a better IQ on the court is very exciting to see.
Loon, what exactly did you do this summer to work on that three? Who were you working out with, and how many shots were you taking? Can you get the details?
I was down at UCLA working out with my guy Jared Cook. Shot a lot more threes. Probably 400, 500 every day. In the past I would shoot some, but that wasn't my focus. I would just do light spotting, but after watching a lot of film and seeing where I potentially might get shots from, watching where Draymond might get a three from, or last year watching like where Dario might get a three from, just watching those different spots, seeing how I would get there, and really focusing in on those type of shots. And I'm still not going to be out there hunting threes. Like, I'm not going to be out there like Clay or somebody, but I just want to be able to, when the time has come to space the floor, to be able to make an open shot, practicing getting threes out of rhythm. I'm not just getting to catch and shoot all the time. So learning how to do it off a pick and pop, doing off a ball reversal, doing when a guy's not holding you getting dare shots. Just learning how to get in the flow. And I played a lot of 5-on-5, so just doing it out there as well.
What's the technique, too, on the threes? Or
I wouldn't say so much technique. I always had a good foundation for the three, just about more of a mental thing of actually shooting it. You always can improve on your technique and on my base and my form and my follow through, small things like that. But for me, it's just more about just shooting it and shooting it with confidence.
Quick first one. You shot the three a little bit at UCLA, right, when you were playing?
Yeah, I shot 40%. I shot really good at UCLA, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Second one, I just want to remember that when you said that. What was it like watching Steph in the Olympics do what he did? You've seen it obviously up close, but to see him do it on that stage, and then also see him sign the 1-year extension to tie himself to this team for another year.
It was exciting. Especially when there wasn't a lot of no basketball on, but that's the best time to watch, and for him to put on a show on the biggest stage when the pressure's on is what I expect from him. But it's always fun to see. It's always fun to see how he can top himself, how he can outdo what he's done before, and he always kind of finds a way to put on a new show. So it was fun to see, and for him to sign an extension, that's great for our team, great for the Bay Area, and great for his organizations. He's been a pillar of the community and a pillar of the NBA for a long time, and we want him to play here and in the NBA as long as possible.
Steve's really kind of pumping up the idea of like it's a camp competition. Starting spots are open everywhere. I mean, you've kind of always kind of been in a competition in a sense, but like, do you feel this camp that there is more team-wide, minutes available, starting spots, everything?
Definitely, it's a lot more uncertainty when you lose a piece like Clay, and you add a bunch of new faces. Team is in different directions, so we got a lot of young talent. We got a mix of veterans and young, so it's gonna be fun. It's just basketball, and we all love to compete. Like, training camp is always a competition, so it's gonna be fun. It's, for me, like, it's always kind of the same. I always got to compete. We always had a competition for the center position, so it's nothing new for me. But it's gonna be fun, and we got a chance to be really good, and we're deep, and that's a good problem to have.
A little different camp this year, being in Hawaii. How did you react when you found out? And then what are you hoping to get out of that experience, being with the guys away from here for a week or so?
It should be fun. When I seen it happen, this is my first time doing it, like, to actually start training camp somewhere else. We done traveled like after a week after being in training camp, but to actually start somewhere else is going to be a lot of fun. My first couple of years, one of my agent kept saying, "Oh, yeah, I heard y'all going to Hawaii." For like 5 years in a row, we never went. So for it to actually happen in year 10, it's going to be fun. Especially with a lot of new faces, get to bond, get to know each other better, spend a lot of quality time. When you're at home, you kind of get stuck in your routine that you do at home. But when you're on the road, you get to really lock in and go to dinner more and really hang out. And we're going to need that with all the new guys and to build that new chemistry.
10 seed and 46 wins last year. What do you think is a realistic expectation for this group?
I mean, when you got Steph and Draymond winning it all is always what you want to happen. We feel like we got the talent, but we still got a lot to figure out, a lot to do. But we got to win a championship. You got to make the playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs last year, so we're gonna. For me, I'm just saying we're gonna start there, but make sure we making the playoffs. Hopefully, getting the home court advantage and see what happens.
Did you say 10th season?
This is my 10th year. Yeah.
Is that shocking to you, or can
Yeah, it's not shocking. I always had faith. It might be shocking to some people, but I feel like I put in the work to have a long career. I'm still only 28, so I feel like I got some time left, and hopefully I can play a long time. Maybe not as long as like Steph or somebody, but maybe like get to 14, 15. That'd be awesome.